The hidden war within, in the noise of modern life, endless scrolling, seductive screens, dating apps, and hypersexualized content, there exists a silent rebellion. A movement so quiet, so misunderstood, yet so transformative that those who embrace it never remain the same. It's the discipline of semen retention, celibacy, and NoFap. The art of mastering desire rather than being mastered by it. This isn't about denial, it's about direction. Every day millions of men wake up drained, not just physically, but spiritually and mentally. Because, not overwork, not lack of sleep, but a quiet addiction, but constant leakage of their life force. The quiet grind begins when a man decides to stop leaking his energy and start cultivating it. This is where the real transformation begins, a journey of fire, focus, and spiritual evolution. Chapter 1. The Modern Trap Pleasure on Demand. Let's be honest, the 21st century is a dopamine war zone. We live in a time where pleasure is instant. One click, one swipe, one fantasy, and the brain is flooded with chemicals that mimic real success and satisfaction. But behind the screen lies a trap. The same dopamine that should motivate you to conquer the world is being hijacked by cheap stimulation. Pornography, excessive masturbation, and meaningless hookups create a loop reward without effort, climax without connection, pleasure without purpose. And with every repetition, the masculine fire dims. Men become passive, motivation fades, eyes lose sparkle, ambition becomes dull. The hunger that once drove warriors, inventors, and leaders turns into lethargy. That's why semen retention, NoFap, and celibacy are not just lifestyle choices, they are acts of rebellion against the system designed to keep you weak. Semen retention. The energy code, semen, is not just fluid, it's creation energy. It's the same power that creates life. When that energy is conserved, something extraordinary happens. Ancient texts from nearly every civilization spoke of this, from the Brahmacharya of India, to Taoist practices in China, to monastic traditions in Christianity. They all recognize the same principle. Sexual energy is spiritual energy. When you retain, your body doesn't just store it, it transmutes it. Your mind becomes sharper. Your eyes gain magnetism. Your voice carries weight. Science supports it too. Testosterone levels rise. Dopamine sensitivity resets. Confidence returns naturally. The fog that once clouded your decisions clears up. Semen retention is not about suppression, it's about transformation. The energy that was once wasted becomes the force that builds your dreams. The grind, no oxide one, sees. Here's the truth. This journey is not glamorous. You won't get applause. You won't get validation. Nobody will understand why you're walking away from the habits most people call normal. There will be nights of temptation, mornings of frustration, days when you feel the tension in your chest, the pull of desire trying to drag you back. But this is the quiet grind that builds power. When you hold that energy, your mind starts to rewire itself. You begin to feel your emotions more deeply. You start noticing the beauty in discipline. Every urge resisted becomes a victory. Every temptation mastered becomes a step toward mastery of self. This grind is the furnace where ordinary boys become men of purpose. And make no mistake, the world feels your change. Women sense it. Opportunities align. People respect you differently, even if they can't explain why. Because true power doesn't shout, it radiates. It's NoFap. Reclaiming your mind. The NoFap movement may sound like an internet trend, but at its core, it's a psychological and spiritual awakening. It's about regaining sovereignty over your mind. When you stop feeding your brain artificial pleasure, your dopamine pathways begin to heal. Motivation, once buried under constant stimulation, reawakens. You begin to seek real challenges, not fake highs. You start reading again, building again, creating again. Your focus sharpens. Your attention returns to things that truly matter. Your goals, your body, your relationships, your mission. NoFap is not just about avoiding pornography. It is about escaping the mental prison that the digital world built around masculine energy. It's about turning your sexual desire into a creative superpower. Celibacy, the sacred silence. Celibacy is often misunderstood. People think it means being cold, detached, or anti-sex. But in reality, true celibacy is sacred mastery. It's not the absence of love, it's the purification of it. When you practice celibacy with awareness, you redirect your desire inward. You stop chasing external validation and start nurturing your inner kingdom. Great minds across history, from Nikola Tesla to Leonardo da Vinci, understood this secret. They didn't suppress their energy. They refined it. Celibacy, when chosen consciously, creates a deep sense of clarity and peace. You stop being reactive. You start living from a higher vibration. You begin to see women not as objects of lust, but as divine reflections of energy. And from that space, love becomes purer, connection becomes deeper, and creation becomes effortless. Modern man's struggle. Let's face it, modern society doesn't make this easy. Temptation is everywhere. Music, advertisements, social media, all designed to trigger lust. The economy thrives on distraction. The system needs men addicted to pleasure, not purpose. So when you choose this path, you're going against everything modern culture glorifies. You're walking through fire. Your friends might laugh. The world may call you extreme. But inside, you'll know the truth. You're becoming unstoppable. Because real masculinity is not about sleeping with many women. It's about having the strength to say no when your lower nature screams yes. This is what makes kings, not followers. The alchemy of transformation. As the days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, something magical happens. The energy you once lost begins to build up in your system. It raises from your base instincts to your higher mind. Your creativity expands. Your body heals faster. Your charisma grows naturally. This is sexual alchemy, the transformation of raw energy into higher consciousness. You begin to move differently, speak differently. Even your presence becomes magnetic. People notice, even if you say nothing. It's not superstition, it's vibration. Energy cannot be hidden, and when your energy is full, focused and aligned, life responds accordingly. Women become drawn to you not because of looks, but because of the field you carry, one of discipline, power, and mystery. You stop chasing, because you've become the prize. Balancing desire and discipline. Semen retention doesn't mean killing desire. Desire is divine. It's the spark that drives evolution. The goal is to channel it, not suppress it. When you feel aroused, instead of wasting that energy, use it. Work out, meditate, create, build something. Let your desire fuel your growth, not your destruction. This is the dance of the modern monk, living in a world of temptation, yet remaining untouched by it. Engaged with life, yet guided by inner strength. You learn to be both lion and sage. Fierce in purpose, calm in spirit. The results that can't be faked. After months of walking this path, the transformation becomes undeniable. You wake up energized. Your eyes glow with calm confidence. You speak less, but your words carry impact. Your handshake feels alive. Your focus becomes razor sharp. People start asking, what changed? But they won't understand that it wasn't something you added. It was something you stopped doing. You stopped leaking energy. You stopped chasing short-term pleasure. You stopped being distracted. And that's when life starts rewarding you. Your goals manifest faster. Opportunities appear. The right people gravitate toward you. Your aura becomes stronger than your words. This is the quiet revolution happening within men who choose retention, celibacy, and NoFap. They're not loud, not showy, but their power is undeniable. The path forward. The quiet grind never ends. It evolves. Retention is not a 30-day challenge. It's a lifelong philosophy of self-mastery. There will be relapses, and that's okay. Every stumble teaches you more about your inner wiring. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every time you rise after falling, your willpower grows stronger. You learn to master yourself, not out of fear, but out of love for the higher version of you that's waiting to emerge. In a world that worships instant gratification, your discipline will make you legendary. Remember, the strongest men are not those who conquer others, but those who conquer themselves. The world doesn't need more men chasing lusts. It needs men who radiate power, purpose, and peace. Men who build empires, not from ego, but from energy. So embrace the quiet grind. It will break you, shape you, and awaken you. Because once you learn to master your energy, you don't just change your life, you change your destiny. Before we conclude, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to drop your location in the comments. I'd love to know where you are watching from. And if you ever have any questions, join our Telegram channel where we interact directly and help each other grow. The link is in the description.